Welcome to Comics and the Cross, the greatest streamers that you have never heard of. Yes, I paused for dramatic effect just to make sure that the air was clear so nobody heard what we were talking about right before this stream. Because it was super top secret. And nobody can know or we will have to kill you. So, but welcome to Chronicles of Andriesia, session number 53, Chaos of Limbo. We are in this newly created world of Valrons, coming up against some pretty nasty foes. And we just stepped into a new environment, the marsh, and I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm going to hand it off to our DM, Mr. Cross.
Thank you, sir. Yes, we are back for some Chronicles of Andriesia this evening, and it's good to be back. We had a little break last week, and to get you all caught up again on where we were, our heroes had entered the Chaos of Limbo, an area of everything being a little bit topsy-turvy, a little bit messed up. Things weren't quite where they should be in terms of a layout of a world. And from what Weird had described, it was kind of more like a storage area for all the stuff Valron wanted to kind of keep around just in case, all piled into this area. To avoid most of the Chaos of Limbo, Weird then led our heroes into an underground cavern where you had to go through a bunch of portals trying to get to the exit. And our heroes ran into some villains down there, some djinns and some elementals. And actually did not too bad because they actually only fought 2 rooms full of djinns and elemental enemies when there was actually about 4 set up, so they managed to avoid 2 of them. So you actually got out of there fairly unscathed considering. Which means I get to use them later on. But our heroes managed to make it out. They managed to get out of the caves and appeared in a swampland. Now, they're not completely out of the Chaos of Limbo yet, but they are a lot closer to the marsh area than they were when they started. And that's where we're picking up from, right where we left off. All of you getting out into the swamplands.
Well, what now? Where are we?
Weird stands up and kind of wipes himself off. See, no problem.
Was this
I didn't like that.
Here?
The swamp? Aye. What do you mean it's always been here? How would you know any different? You're apparently not from here.
I asked you a question. Has this always been here?
Yes. Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. Just ask a question.
It's a valid question.
It is.
A very valid question, yeah.
See? I have backup. Don't make me seem like I'm strange for asking a question. I ask a very genuine question. I just want to know.
Okay. Yes, that got us through a good chunk of the Chaos of Limbos. We managed to avoid a good area of it. We're not completely out of there yet, but we're a lot closer to our destination than we were. So.
How far do we have to these things? What you call them?
To the next sovereigns?
Yes.
We've still got a little bit of a journey ahead of us there, but it should be a bit more straightforward than it would have been if we'd walked straight across.
Well, I am a little bit tired. Is there any way we could set up camp for the evening? I'd love to take a rest after, getting burnt and beaten by those monsters.
It's actually not a bad idea.
I like that idea.
Set up camp in the swamp?
Ooh.
Well, we could tiny hut it. TBD? Aries?
Yeah. So
tiny mansion?
I can't do that.
Well.
I mean...
Maybe a large mansion instead?
Yeah, you know what? I'll do it just for you, Lilith. I'll put a stick with a flag on it. It'll be your fortress.
Oh, kind of like Princess Peach.
Put like a stick with a flag.
Who's Princess Peach?
It's this princess I knew one time.
I think...
Her
I don't know.
castle kind of looked like that.
All the pirates know princesses, that's right. They steal them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I took
Yeah.
all the gold.
Anyway, a rest would be nice. Let's do that. And TBD, would you be able to make any more food? Because, that bland food,
It was
after a while,
awesome. It was
I kind
really
of
good.
liked it.
So you do like it. I thought you really hated it.
I hated it, and then I ate a lot of it,
I think you ate all of it.
mostly. And you see his stomach kind of like poking out a little bit. It was very delicious.
Yeah, I can make some more.
Yes.
You get some swamp water to flavor it too, if you want.
Okay.
Don't
sounds
do
kinda
that.
good.
No,
No?
no.
Oh.
You were going to put swamp water in this. Aero.
Is there you? That's TBD said it. She said swamp. I don't know what a
I am a
swamp
jokester.
is.
I am a trickster. I make jokes. Do not do that. I am your healer. Please do not do that.
I don't. Is a swamp like the ocean?
The swamp is like bad
What
for
is-
your health if you drink water from it.
Swamp is
Oh,
like
that's
toilet
so. It's
water.
like
Yeah,
like the
mhm.
ocean, but not.
With,
It's like the ocean but mud.
toilet.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like. Is there like?
Sounds like the spa.
Pee in it.
Yes.
Oh no,
I'd
not-
look
not
around
with
and
the pee.
see if she sees any fish or anything that maybe she can catch.
Make me an investigation check.
Because Hyde's just listening to this conversation is like, now she's getting hungry, but she really doesn't want that bland food.
I don't blame you.
What kind of check? I'm sorry.
Investigation.
15.
You don't really see any fish or anything around, at least not in the area that you're in. If you look around, you do see like a couple little like flying-looking creatures and a couple of frogs kind of jumping around the area.
Hyde starts trying to catch some frogs.
All right.
Are you
Eh.
going to eat those?
Yeah, man, frog legs, they're wicked awesome.
Gumbo.
Ooh. Some frog legs. That sounds tasty. I shall help you catch frogs.
And their
You know
little
what?
bellies is like
Yeah.
a balloon that pops in your mouth.
I don't know about that.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What
What a
happened?
trusting mood today. I don't know what the deal is.
I think they like fried your brain.
Am I
Probably.
being punked?
Wait, are you
See,
the
like-
real Aero?
You see a little fire still on us.
That's impressive considering we were submerged in water.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't
So-
want to.
Does Hyde catch any frogs?
Make me roll me a survival check.
Arrow also wants to
Give me a
participate.
survival roll.
Yeah.
Arrow
Can I
as
also
well.
can I also participate?
Why not?
We could all
Yes,
participate.
let's go
You
catch
can
some
all participate if
frogs.
you can catch frogs if you want.
Yay!
I got a 19.
A
Good
20.
fight.
What are we rolling
Yay.
for? What is it again?
Survival
Frog,
check.
roll for frog catch.
I got a 5.
I got a 12.
Oh my gosh,
Fine.
I got an 18.
Wait, we got 18, 19, 20.
There you go.
Yep, so
Nice.
Arrow, Droghar, and TBD managed to catch frogs.
Droghar grabs one out of the
Eh.
ground and squeezes it too hard and it just explodes in his hand.
I want to
That's
say
okay.
Arrow is probably like running with his swords and just like spiking them.
He opens his hand and it's just like I don't
I just imagine that you popped that and look weird just happened to be like right next to you and you does.
I
He's
just
just
I will kind
covered
of
in
wipe it on
frogs.
his shoulder and just pat his shoulder.
I caught 10. I have 2 swords full of frogs.
Holy crap.
He's just holding a frog like this.
I did not
How
mean
did
to
I
squish.
miss? What did I miss?
Hyde, how do we cook these? Do we just...
Just over a fire.
Okay.
He wants to try and make a fire.
Me.
I'm like a fire person.
Well,
you
that's
take the
true.
log and you just bust
Lily,
it.
you'd be best at fire.
I just punch it until it heats up.
Like jackhammer it.
What do you want me to roll for?
Whoever wants to try to make fire can make me again another survival roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
You know, I
You
think
are in the middle of a waterlogged swamp trying to light a fire.
I
you know-
didn't get it.
Can you tell me the
You know-
consistency of the swamp? Is it like, is there like water or is it just mud?
Oh yeah,
Actually-
no, you're in a watery patch, but a good chunk of it is like that kind of. It's almost that weird thick consistency where it's not quite fully mud yet, but it's like it's definitely not just water.
Drogar's gonna
It's
undress
definitely-
and walk into the water.
I'm sorry, what?
He's just gonna
Okay.
drop trowel and just walk in.
You know what? It's been too long since Drogar got naked and did something weird, so why not?
He's just
Your
gonna
legs to get
go
in
in until
Why
it's
not?
almost
He's
waist
naked.
deep, and then he's just gonna fall backwards in it and start rubbing mud on him. This is how we bathe. Where I'm from, in like mountains. when
Yep,
it
Caleb,
gets-
but my mind was right there as well.
when
Just,
it gets like warm.
he just falls back, is slapping about.
Nope, that's not what that is.
Oh, like a fish jumped out the water. No.
No. So wait, is there no like dry, patchy parts of land, or are we just standing in the middle of just like?
Well, there is land like round about it, but like it's still swampland, so it's still highly moist, highly wet.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, any tree
I
and
just
woods
want to
that
make
you
sure that
find
we're
is
not
drenched, so
just in waist high water the entire
yeah,
time.
you're not just going to be like, if you try to set up like camp, you're not just going to be camping in the water unless you want to be. But it's still highly damp and stuff, so like the lighting the fire's still going to be an issue for it. And Drogar's just rolling in the mud.
Yeah,
now.
Drogar, he's gonna sit up and kind of just like get down in the water until it's like up to his shoulders and just kind of zen out. And he's just like
Please tell me-
literally covered in mud, other than his eyes.
Please tell me things are nipping on him. Crawfish.
Drogar, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I can do
Oh
that.
no, the crawdad.
I can do
A
that.
catfish leaps onto
Not-
his toes
Not the crawdad.
and is.
Oh, shoot, I got a 7.
Oh no.
Duly noted.
It's nice knowing you, man.
Did I think any of you were going to swim in the swamp? No. Should I have? Probably. Probably should have expected it.
Expect the unexpected with us, Cross. You should know this by now.
Yeah, of course. Why didn't I plan for Drogar to get naked and go for a swim in the swamp?
It's
Why
been
not?
a while, you know?
It has actually
Also-
been a while since he's gotten naked, I will be honest.
Did you
He's-
undress out of curiosity in the water? Like you were
No.
standing in the water and
No.
undressed because your stuff would. Okay.
I was on this. I was on the
Wow.
surface of the dry
Okay.
ground and just dropped
Just
trout.
wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Because that would be awkward if you're like, "Where's my stuff?"
It's just float.
Is that the
It's just
entire-
bottom?
slowly
the
sinking
entire
into
arch.
the mud.
It's in TBD's armor and it's too small. Just deplete.
All right,
All
Hyde.
right.
Ooh,
I have
thanks for the
10
inspo,
frogs.
Miss Silver. Miss Silver gave us all inspiration.
And I kind of like, I'll like take the ends of it and just like pull all the dead frogs off and just hand them to Hyde. Here you go. Since you know how to cook these, I'll give them to you.
Alright. I still need a fire though.
And here is Drogar's one that he
I don't
cost.
want that one.
Okay. And I just drop it back in the
You're
water.
literally just holding like the skin of the frog, essentially.
It's just like just hanging there. Ugh.
TBD's just still holding this frog.
All right, I'll try to do a.
Does TBD intend to eat the frog, or has TBD got a new friend now?
This is my friend. We're going for soft tacos later.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put it on my
It's
head.
for shrimp.
Is it survival check that to try to light a fire?
Yeah, with disadvantage.
That's fine. I roll my with disadvantage. It's a 15.
I will say with the 15 on it, you managed to get like a little ember going. Like you've got basically your swords and are like, and managed to get a little bit of an ember going. It's not much, but it's a little bit of something.
There you go.
I put
I'll-
just one frog on a stick and just like make like an itty bitty stick teepee and just put it on there, just like. Eat, eat, eat.
All right, you put the frog on there, and you are starting to cook him. Somehow, against all odds, you have managed to catch a frog and start cooking it in the middle of here.
Nature finds a way.
We are survivors. Alright, so weird. Once we rest and whatnot, where do we go?
And he kind of points through the swamps. This way. We keep trekking down this direction. It's going to be a little bit of a rough trek. The terrain's not going to be nice. It is not going to be fun to get through. It's a wasteland for a reason. Once we get there, let's put it this way, the town that's at the heart of what they're running isn't quite as well put together as the one that I had. It's a lot more run down, a lot more worn. But they're ruthless.
Is there anything in the swamps that we should be aware of?
Oh, aye, plenty.
What do you mean? Like, is there a monster here, or just disease? Is that all we're doing? Like, what's...
Yeah, that and, lots of things.
Be specific?
You don't want me to be.
Should I pull Droghar out of the mud over there?
Probably too late for him.
I find a big stick. just poke him with it. Droghar!
Droghar is like in his zen place right now.
I don't know if he's dead.
He's trying to commune with his dad.
Oh.
There is a stick.
Now you
definitely...
feel bad, don't you? I'm just joking.
There's definitely a big stick stabbing you in the back of the head. Droghar.
Aero, are you weeping? Like a little kid?
You're not. Oh, thank God. I thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I'm just relaxing.
Well,
I'm trying
I just
to talk
talked to
my
Weird.
ancestors.
Well, that's not a good place. According to Weird, there's some bad stuff in there, man.
Yeah, you might be meeting them soon.
I mean, it seems fine right now.
That's what they all say.
Are you sure?
You're right now. Okay, I know y'all are apparently new to this place, but assume that everything here wants to kill you, and is capable of doing so.
I feel like that hasn't really changed for us in a long time.
What realm is this called?
This realm?
Yeah, this area, I guess. Does it have a name?
This is just part of the wasteland.
We've been to a wasteland one time. I got married in a wasteland.
They officiated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got married?
Yeah, to the tiefling that
Is not me.
No, not that one. Her sister.
Oh,
Thanks for the clarity. Her sister, the one that's like slave to Valron. That one. Oh, and our son is the captain. So, there's that.
The hot tiefling that he's got chained to his throne, that's your wife.
Dude, I don't question it. I just went with it. Yes.
Okay, try another one.
No, I'm serious. Why do you think the captain has fur and horns? Think about that. Think about it.
I don't know, because he's a badass.
Because he's my son.
So he's a badass in spite of you, then, is what you're saying?
He looks like me, literally. Besides the horns, we're the same fur color. Well, I'm grayer, but we were the same fur color.
I mean, he's really cool. Are you sure you're related to him?
Oh my God. Yes.
Roll persuasion check with
Yeah,
disadvantage.
roll a persuasion check.
Roll me a persuasion check. It's gonna be a high DC, or I'm just telling you, Weird is not feeling
No,
it.
he's not gonna play me. It's an 8. I just don't know what to tell you. That's what it is.
I know what happened. I get it now. You see, when we go to sleep, we have these things called dreams.
How close is he to the mud? How close is he to the mud?
He's right next to the mud.
I pushed him.
Son of a bitch!
I just shove his ass in.
Weird. Are you joining me?
Stuff is horrible. How are you still in here?
It works really good if you put it on your face. And I grab a handful and just smack it on his
No,
forehead
no, no.
and rub it in. It's good for skin. It exfoliates. It gets your
Gonna
pores
die.
Just don't.
Oh,
I coulda-
no.
Just don't drink it. I heard that's bad. You drink mud.
Is having you guys shoot me still an option? Is that still on the table? At least that'd be a
Pull out the
dignified
gun.
death.
At all times.
TBD puts a
All
weapon
right,
on.
we should get out. And I get out like right beside
I like a
Weird.
TBD.
And I get out. And I'm just
The
like.
Weird's like pulling himself out, and he's kind of like, oh, thank God, and looks red.
I'm just like.
Oh no, he's short.
stretching,
Oh no, he's short. No, he's
and
tall.
I bend over to touch my toes. Just like.
Oh,
right in his
no.
face.
Oh my God!
Are you not
I'm
comfortable with
very-
nudity? You need
Lilith
to
just,
loosen
like,
up.
Been
Oh.
there, done that.
Oh gosh.
I turn to the group. Everyone has seen me like this. This is not new. You should
I
just
have seen
loosen
his-
up.
It's just like,
Butthole
Definitely not new.
several times.
I've not seen you like this, and I don't appreciate the up close and personal view I'm getting.
You need to just
It's
loosen up.
not our first time, any of us. So
Are you lot really the best hope of beating Valron? Is that really what I'm meant to
Oh, no.
believe?
We're
No.
all that's left.
but
Aero,
Gira,
your
what you
frog
got?
is done.
Yes. And I just go without asking how to eat it. I just take a big bite and just start tearing it with my teeth.
Right into the head first.
Okay.
Am I supposed to eat the bones?
No.
So
Yes.
questions for preparing this frog that he's just taken a bite off. Did you attempt to clean the frog before you cooked it?
Oof.
No.
I don't think
That
they
was
Did you
not
take the, did you take the skin off of it?
They did. They probably didn't even
Yeah.
gut it.
Arrow, roll me a
Just-
Constitution saving throw.
Ugh.
Oh god.
Okay,
I
Butterball.
think
we
my
chill.
dice are weighted.
And Miss Silver did give inspiration.
Okay, well I'm gonna use that inspiration because what is inspiration now? I forget.
Is it? We've had this conversation about 5 times. Is it a D8 now?
I know.
Sometimes
I
it's
think it's
advantage.
a D8. 'Cause it,
Okay.
Well, my bardic is a D10.
No, it's not as high as your bardic though. Your bardic's a really high level.
Okay.
I thought
So I would say
inspiration
8.
was advantage and guidance is a D4.
It's a 15.
Oh, inspiration's advantage. Okay,
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's
inspiration's
advan-
advantage and
Okay,
guidance
well.
is the.
D4. I wrote
Oh,
it down
nope.
because I knew I would forget.
Thank you. I'm
Okay.
glad somebody did.
an 18.
18. Okay, that's noted for later.
They're really good. I mean, I'm sure it's very crispy. I pull out the bones.
Well,
They're really good.
I'm glad you like it, Aero.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody else eating the frogs?
No.
No, because I made a
No,
frog
because I
friend.
just
and I
have,
feel
I'm only on
bad.
part 2, and I'm just, whew, this
Okay.
is a lot of work.
I
I'm
don't
showing
wanna have
Lilith
to-
my frog. Look at my
That
frog,
sounds-
Lilith.
Is it,
How pissed off is that frog?
alive?
The frog's not having a good time. It's just
Is it mad at you?
I hold it out to you like a child.
Oh,
I
you
don't
could
wanna
speak to
touch
this
it.
frog.
Droghar can.
I move it towards Droghar.
I cast speak with animals.
all right. Speak with animals. 10 minutes. Droghar will speak to the frog.
I need like 10 minutes. Okay, don't rush. Greatness. Okay.
I'm holding it
Just give me a
towards
second.
him.
How many
so-
leeches? How many leeches are covering Droghar right now?
No leeches are covering them, but don't worry. Drogar's going to be in for a fun time.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Ruh-roh.
I'm nervous.
All right. As you are all sitting cooking your dinner, it is starting to kind of turn more towards evening, or as evening as it gets in this place. You guys are still technically in the Chaos of Limbo, so you still see a lot of the weird, like, terrain that you've seen before, like some of the land going up the sides and stuff. And for the area that you're in, you start to also see it's been going on, but it's kind of been far off. But some of them are a little closer now. You do see every so often like portals opening and closing, like just random places. Some are in the air, some are closer to the ground. Some of them you see opening up, and it's like one opens up and almost like, well, probably the best description of it is kind of like a Chinese dragon. It's like that dragon head with the long body to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's almost like, but it's almost like colored as if it's kind of like rainbow colors that are a neon kind of shade and are like glowing and different. And you see it flying and making loops in the air, and then into another portal and disappears. And you see another one, this massive, beautiful looking bird creature, but it's made out of like stained glass almost. So like as the kind of moonlight or the evening light hits it, it's like you get almost like different colors shining in different places. So there's almost like this light in the air as
It's
it
like a show.
flies overhead.
How far is it away?
And again, from where you are, it's probably a good distance-wise. You're probably talking a good 200 feet, and then also it's up in the air as well. But you can see it like clearly over the treetops and stuff. If you look up, you see it flying, and it's there again for just another few moments, and then a portal opens and it disappears into it. And this kind of continues as the night goes. It's like there doesn't seem to be any aggression from the creatures. There's not really, none are coming to attack or anything like that, but you're just seeing they're almost like just coming through different portals that are opening. And some open, nothing happens. Some open, things come out and they kind of just fly off in a direction, and some do that, like disappearing into other portals.
The next time
and
you see a large flying creature, can you let me know?
Yeah, absolutely. But as you're all kind of looking on, it kind of is matching up with what Weird said, that this is almost like a storage area of like, you know, stuff that Valron didn't want to totally like annihilate and is kind of placed in one area. This is an area people don't tend to come to. It's tend to be off limits to a lot of people, and most people tend to stick with that because of just how dangerous it truly is. Like, because these portals open randomly, and if one randomly opens on top of you, you have no idea what can come out of it and what's going to possibly be a threat. Or even worse, one opens near you and you fall into it, and goodness knows where you end up.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
But, so this is kind of happening where you're all kind of chilling out, having your, well, Aros having his frog, I don't know if anyone else is. Do you guys go and make your tiny huts for everyone?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and ritually cast it, and I'll go ahead and make the create food and water as well. Just filling our containers that we have, like our water skins, with the water, and letting the rest just plop away.
Okay, so you go ahead and you make water for everybody and start to set up your tiny hut. Is Aries setting up her tiny hut as well?
Mm-hmm.
So you both begin to cast that, and TBD creates water for everyone. What is everyone else doing for food then? Aero is eating his frog, for better or worse.
And I'm going to bed. I ate, I'm full. I'm going to take a rest.
Hyde gives up on finishing up the frogs because it's just too much work for the tiny little ember.
Alright, so she gives up on that. TBD, are you making any sort of food again like you did last time?
It does both. So
Okay.
I'll try to set up a surface that like maybe, what do I have? Oh boy, do I have a surface I can put food on?
Yeah, I would say if you set it, I'll let you say you can
Real
set it up
sure.
inside. You can set it up inside like the tiny hut itself once it's ready.
Okay.
And that way it's off the ground and stuff, and kind of away so people can eat without.
Mhm.
Arrow's sleeping, and like a cheeseburger appears on his chest.
I'm gonna start stacking like potatoes and stuff on him to see how high I can get.
It just became a game of Buckaroo, like everyone just stacking stuff onto Aero to see if he notices.
Drogar's gonna
Put one in
stand by
his
the
mouth.
fire and just kind of dry the mud out, and just kind of start like sloughing it off of his body, his arms and his shoulders.
The little ember.
and stuff, so he can put his clothes on.
All right. And I will say while this is happening as well, Droghar, your speak to animals is cast.
Okay.
If you want to try speaking to the frog, you're now able to.
Yeah, the frog is now currently trapped in the tiny hut.
Hey, frog. Hi. My name is Droghar. What's your name? I'm not going to eat you. If that's what you're worried about.
Hi.
You are in a camp. In a cage. Believe it or not.
Why?
We are visitors here and we have no idea what we're doing. Or where we are.
Why am I in a cage?
Because I had to talk to you and you would run away if you are not engaged. To be frank. My name's not Frank.
I mean,
I'm Droghar.
I probably would, but
I can let you out. Do you mind if you hop in my hand now? I will not harm you. I did harm some other one, but that was an accident. Because I'm, like, really big. I promise I will not hurt. I opened the cage and kind of put my hand out.
you're gonna make a persuasion check on that. You just told them you blew up a friend of his.
Alright, I'm using my inspiration.
I feel like there's still some frog guts on his hand mixed with the mud.
Alright, what did you say? That was persuasion? Okay. I got +5. That's not bad.
What are we
Oh, I got
doing?
2 8s. I got a 13.
13, you seem kind of.
Look, I'll back away. I'll back away. I just need to ask a few questions.
You back away, and he immediately makes a break for it and starts running.
Okay, I catch him. I just grab him.
Oh.
Not hard, not hard.
No! Don't do
I
it!
told you I was not going to hurt you. I put him in my hand and just...
Don't do it!
I make a cage with my hand so you can't get out. I told you I was not going to hurt. I just need to ask a few questions. Calm down.
Oh, good
Oh my
job, Jay,
goodness,
you
there's still
caught
Mr.
one.
Jeff in here. What did he do to you?
We're not going
Is
to
that
eat him.
dinner?
No, we're
It's
not going to
food,
eat
right?
him. What's your name, by
He's
the way?
gonna be yummy.
What's your name? Do you have a name?
If I tell you the name, will you leave me alone?
I'm not going to hurt. I don't know how many times I have to tell you.
You
Hey.
killed Jeff, though.
I know, but that was accident. I did not mean to. I just grabbed too vigorously. It was my bad. I'm sorry. If that was friend or family, I'm sorry. You can slap me. I put him up to my
You can
face.
crush his hand.
He doesn't do it, he's too scared.
Okay.
Hungry.
Can I ask you a few questions? I'll let you go.
I guess so.
While I'm talking to him, I want to look for any big winged flying creatures.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Okay. Come on, baby. Oh my gosh, I got a 3.
I will say, actually, make it with advantage for me because it's evening time.
Okay.
And a lot of these creatures are kind of giving off light, so.
Alright, I got a 17 on that one.
Nice.
You do see a flying creature kind of in the air.
Can I judge like how
Yeah.
big it is? Like I know it's probably a distance away, but is it a large or
It's a
small?
It's a fair distance away. From what you can tell, this thing is pretty big. It looks big from where you are, and you can tell that you're quite a distance from it, so it's probably even bigger.
Alright, I just make the only bird noise I know how to make, and I cut my other hand, and I point it at him. It's what Gavea from my tribe taught me. And Droghar goes, hold on 1 second. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Hey you! And I yell at the big bird.
Make me a survival check. I'm not gonna lie, my first instinct was to ask for an animal handling check there. There's Astra coming through.
Oh, dude.
Right.
I got a dirty 20.
8?
20.
But if it was animal handling, I would have gotten a 25. So,
Nice.
I.
Mhm.
Oh god, you have no idea what you've just called over to you either.
Oh no.
You
Remember what I did earlier?
have called over to this bird, and it hears you and responds to the noise. The bird that you've seen, I can only describe as it almost it's in the air. It's almost like a kind of upside down triangle shape, but it looks like a cloak flying in the wind, like the way that its wings are moving,
No.
and its wings are flowing.
It's a Dementor.
And at the very heart of it is almost this red sort of crest on it, with an orange like pulsing color coming off of it, making the wings look like they're flames.
Oh,
You have called this over to you, and you see it starting to move in your direction. Make me a perception check on it.
Okay.
can we all make a perception check?
Who's outside? Who's in the tiny hut?
Oh, I guess
I got
I'm
a
in the
4.
hut. Or I was talking.
Yeah, she's out
We
there
can all
because she was
see.
asking me about the frog.
We can all see outside of the dome. Things just can't see inside of it. If
Okay,
you're
if you
looking
can all,
into it, it's opaque.
okay, if you can all see outside of it,
Aero's sleeping. So,
even those of you that aren't, okay, all of you make me a perception check then.
Oh
I got a
boy.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Oh man. I rolled a 19 plus 15.
That's fine. You don't need to do the math. You see it.
Dang.
17.
Ladies, you all of a sudden start to realize what was feeling a bit more like kind of evening twilight sort of rest period, all of a sudden starts to get very bright. And all of a sudden you feel the swamp that was, it was muggy at best, like it was kind of, you know, humid. You start to feel heat.
Oh.
Like real heat. And as it starts to get brighter, it starts to get warmer.
Is it hot? All of a
It's
sudden?
getting a little roasty in here.
Jiminy starts looking around and finally looks up.
As you look around and look up, it's hard to miss. You see this massive beast. And this bird isn't like flying like a typical bird. The shape it was in is essentially keeping that shape. So it's almost like it's just hovering
That's
towards
scary.
the noise. And like you said, it can't see in the tiny hut, but it's following the noise that was made. So it's still heading straight towards kind of your area.
Oh boy.
Droghar, what are we supposed to do?
I don't know, but this I don't think was what I was thinking it was. I thought it was a big bird. Feels like sun.
It looks like a big bird.
I'm
Don't
gonna
be
say,
silly. A bird can't
this
be
point-
a sun.
we could
This is
feel the
Hyde, by the
heat,
way.
you said?
Hmm?
We could feel the heat or just out, or
Mhm.
not inside the...
Oh
Aero
yeah,
pops
you guys can feel the heat.
He pops up. Why is there potatoes on me and why am I sweaty?
It's so hot.
It's hot. What's
Potato.
happening? Why is there... What's going on?
Drogar's trying to talk to animals and it's just getting really hot.
I think I may have called like a sunbird or something.
Don't be silly, Drogar. A bird can't be a sun.
I
Just
didn't
kill
know
it,
I could
Droghar. You're good at killing birds. Just do it.
I don't want to kill it. I want to talk to it. But I
It's
don't.
We're
coming
kinda
right
like-
at you.
It's really hot.
Weird looks outside the hut and is like,
Hey, weird.
how in the hell did you talking to a frog turn into that thing coming towards us?
Can you help me identify what type of species this is?
That's death. That's what that is. That's all
Oh,
you need to
hell.
know.
Uh,
Like,
I
well,
need-
you'll stay here in your tiny hut if you want. I'm going. Bye.
I,
see
I,
weird grab any stuff, puts his backpack on.
I want to grab him before he goes. No, you're staying here.
Make me a grapple check.
All right. Is that with the strength or?
Yeah, strength.
We do have guidance from Miss Silver. Everybody, just a heads up.
a 15.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Silver.
Weird beats it.
Oh, you
And Hyde tackle him.
He gets away and he's running. It's like, I'm not trying to escape. You should all be running too. and he takes off into the swamp, running as fast as he can.
Let's.
Droghar's not
Hyde's
gonna
like
run.
trying to cover her eyes.
Droghar's gonna stay there. He's gonna stand there.
Drogar's going to stand there.
Aero's
Okay.
like, gonna go with Weird. I just gotta make sure he doesn't escape, and he's gonna go run after Weird.
Come on, we gotta go.
I can bring him back. TBD leaves.
Don't be stupid.
Hyde
Come on.
follows TBD, trying to cover her eyes because it's so bright.
And as I leave the dome, it dissipates.
Droghar's gonna kind of like squint, kind of shield his eyes, and kind of tilt his head as he's looking at it.
Okay. Does Drogar do anything else?
He's just gonna wait for it.
Before I leave, I'm gonna tap him on the back and say, "Good luck,
Thank
buddy,"
you.
and give him guidance. So you have a D4, an extra guidance.
What's Lilith
Alright.
doing?
You should have given him
So
feigned
Drogar's
death.
staying.
Lilith is flying away.
Okay.
Okay, so
Like, come
everybody's
on,
running
Drogar.
except for Drogar.
Yes, and the dome is now gone, or the hut is gone because I left it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the hut,
Mine
tiny
too.
hut is gone because the clerics have disappeared. Drogar is standing there. As you're standing there, and I'm assuming you're still holding this frog.
Yes.
You're still standing there. As this gets closer, you start to feel the heat from this thing.
Is it cooking the frog?
The frog ignites.
I
It begins to burn
I just
in your
throw
hands,
the frog into the water.
and you start to feel the heat hitting your skin,
All right, I go into
and
a
start to
rage.
see smoke and sizzling coming off of it.
I go into a rage.
You're really going to steer this bird down?
I want to try something, and this could be a mistake, but I want to try something.
Okay.
No, Bonksy, no.
I don't know why I'm in my head. It's the "There goes my hero."
Yeah, and this is the moment right before they smack the pavement. What would you like to try and do?
How close is it?
It's getting really close. It is now over the swamp, and you realise that this thing looked big before. It is massive.
I want to wait till it lands.
Okay.
All right, chunk the hut.
As you feel this thing getting closer, you actually start to see like the skin starting to burn and peel on your arms, and it's like it kind of almost like partially regenerates because of your rage, but you see it starting to tear away, and like there's scarring starting to happen on your torso and up your arms. Your clothes start to singe.
I kind of hold my arm up and just yell out, 581 from swamp. I mean no harm. Calm yourself. And I have to speak with animals, so I'm able to communicate, obviously. I mean no harm. I am unarmed. And I open my arms like that. And I kneel down on one knee and put my head down with my arms out.
Give me an animal handling check, and I will tell you this is a really high DC for this.
Okay.
You
Question.
got it, babe.
If so TBD gave me
You have
guidance. I
guidance.
have guidance from Miss Silver. I can't use double guidance, I'm assuming.
No,
Okay.
you can only use one.
So guidance is D8, right?
D4.
D4.
D4 for guidance,
Okay.
yeah.
Come on, baby. Oops. That's a 14.
Oh. Oh.
As Drogar is there on one knee before this creature, his whole body ignites in fire. and Droghar begins to burn.
I'm gonna yell out as I'm burning.
Can I cast silvery barbs?
Nope, you've ran away.
I'm gonna yell out
Damn
as
it.
I'm burning. I know
Plus,
you're
it's not a
angry.
spell effect anyway.
I know you're angry. Please hear what I have to say. And I've put my forehead on the ground and my arms are out with my palms up.
Make me an insight check.
Okay. I got a 17.
This creature is not attacking you.
Oh.
This is just what the creature does. It just emits this heat and this fire.
Okay. I ask, basically, if it can... Wait a minute, let me try to rephrase this. God of Swamp. And he's like gritting. Please cool your anger. Cool your fire. Just for a moment. I'm begging you.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Again, this is going to be a high DC.
Okay.
You have still
Come on, baby.
one more guidance.
It's another 14.
Droghar, the skin is now completely burning off of your body. And your health has been dropping during this because you've been ignited on fire.
Yeah.
As the bird finishes its approach, coming towards the call that had called it over, Droghar drops to the ground and is incinerated.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hey there, Comic Clan. Did you know that Comics in the Cross are also on Patreon as well? For as little as just $2 a month, you can get access to all of our content from YouTube early before it drops here. That includes reviews for our comic books, tabletop gaming and video game channels, as well as the Indie Comic Book Club and our Let's Talk Comic interview show. Also, there is exclusive content available just to our Patreon subscribers. That includes watch-alongs, interviews, and a lot of behind-the-scenes information and goings-on in Comics in the Cross. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in checking out, then please go and check out the link for patreon.com/comicsinthecross. And if you do choose to support us and partner with us, then we are super grateful for that. And thank you so much for your kind and generous support. But for now, that's all from me. Let's head on back into your video.
Okay, DM, is there a body?
Is the bird still there or it left?
Oh,
The
no.
bird disappears as another portal opens,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
and it's taken back to wherever.
Aero is gonna stop and turn.
You turn back from where you are all running, and you see the trees are singed, the water that was in the swamp in that area is gone. It has evaporated. The ground is black with charring.
Aero. Is it still like super hot right there? Is it kind of like we can?
You
Go.
can head back into that area. You'll need to take it slowly through there, but yeah, you can start going through.
Aero's gonna go quick. He's not taking it slow. Even he's gonna take damage. I'll cast protection from energy if I choose. If it's gonna.
You will take
cast
some
protection.
damage from like running on the hot ground, but it's not going to be too severe at this point. The main...
I'm gonna cast protection on energy on myself, which protects me from, I believe, fire damage, or gives me at least resistance to it. So
Lilith
run.
is enraged.
I'll run and I'll
Screaming.
I'll just drop where Droghar was. And just tears are running down my face. I'm like, is there
The
ash?
only thing there is ash from his body and clothes and his sword.
And I'm screaming loud. Damn it! Something! Do something!
Oh, wait.
Bring him back! BD, please.
TBD will go over. I can't fix this. There's no body. I'm not strong enough to do that.
Is just in shock. And is just screaming.
Aero's just on his knees, just over the ash pile.
As Hyde comes back, Aries, of course, comes back out.
Mm-hmm.
And Aries is already crying. Goes over next to Aero. And just sits next to him, looking at the ashes.
Aero can't, he's saying nothing, he's in shock.
Can I cast Divine Intervention?
You can if you want.
Yeah, and I know exactly whose favor I'm trying to get. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna roll it on roll 20.
Go for it.
I have to roll 15 or below for the spell to fully take effect. So, let's see. That's not even close. That was a 33.
You know, if you wanted my help, TBD, you could just ask.
What's it gonna cost me?
All of a sudden, in the midst of all of you, you see Valron standing there with you all. I didn't think you fools were actually that desperate to die. That you would just throw yourself into a firebird like that, but... Big one didn't exactly have brains though, did he? I mean, I could bring him back. You know, being God and everything.
What would it cost?
You know what? I'm curious. What are y'all willing to offer? Because I'll be honest with you, I can do it. This isn't a, can I pull this off? Of course I can. Make it interesting for me.
Well, you already told us yourself. You bring creatures back all the time for your entertainment. You know we would entertain you.
I do.
If you don't, what if we just sit here? It won't be entertaining for you. But if you bring him back, you know it'd be worth it.
That's cute that you think you can just sit here. It's a smart ploy. I could move as anywhere I wanted to. I could throw anything I wanted at yous.
Could. We would just die. But you want to do this yourself. You crave the power, you crave the control. I mean, you know TBD and I, mostly we could just sit here and just keep dying every birth, You know it'd take us way too long to break us. You get bored.
Make me
And
a
Aero,
persuasion
you
check.
already almost broke him. What?
Make me a persuasion check.
I have an idea if this doesn't work.
We kill Valron right here.
No!
Oh, hold on.
We just do it.
I think we die if we do that.
We'll join him in purgatory.
Hold on, I have to switch back to Aries. Hold on 1 second, because she's out. Oh, yeah.
That would change the course of chapter 6. Everybody goes to purgatory for a...
We're all just dancing.
Oh, yeah. 27.
You're right. That wouldn't exactly be entertaining. You promise to play the game if I bring the big guy back?
Play your game.
We'll play the whole game all the way to the very end.
You promise?
Until you get to decide. I have nothing left.
You won.
You know me.
So, why not make it interesting?
What do you say, Tayeg? Do you think I should bring him back?
Hey, look at me. This deal's
You stay
with
out
me.
of this. I'm talking to the one that matters now. Keep your trap shut, little kitty.
Since when have you cared about my opinion?
I always cared about your opinion, Tayeg.
Don't listen to it.
Didn't say I listened to it, I said I care about it.
Right. So does my answer actually change this circumstance?
Never know until you give it, will you?
Hey, Valron. Look, I'll
Kitty
leash.
cat, I will put you through a portal if you don't wait your turn.
Uh-huh. And you're about to miss on the offer to have an eternal slave.
He drops Aries through a portal. I'll
Right.
bring her back.
Grab my sword. I don't. Not gonna do anything, but I do grip my swords. I'm pissed.
Oh, please let me tangle with you again, bunny boy. Please.
Hi.
I tore you apart as a fae. Imagine what I can do as a god.
I would be very grateful if you brought him back, Valron.
How grateful.
What do you want from me? Do you want to say, let's do a wager? 50-50 shot, flip of a coin, without any of your meddling. If you win, then, well, maybe you get the one thing that you've never been able to achieve in this world, and that's me by your side. And if you lose, well, you get to bring Droghar back for free.
No, TBD, don't do it.
You know me, I can't resist a good wager. Shall I flip for it?
I don't think you should be the one flipping for it. Let Aries do it.
Fine. He opens a portal in the air and Aries falls through it and drops to the ground.
Aries lands on her feet.
Alright, kitty cat. You had persuaded me in what you had said, but TX also sweetened the deal with a nice little wager.
How'd she wager you?
What you want against what I want. You get to be the one to flip the coin.
What does she wager you, though? Her life?
Essentially.
You know, it's funny. You think I'm just a kitty cat. You and I haven't really gotten a chance to dance, have we? But I've been watching you. Listening to you. seeing how you treat Tieg over there. Look, I know she's what you want. That's fine. Where she goes, I go. I don't want to flip for anything. I do the same wager as she did.
Playing double or nothing.
You get both of us.
No. Aries, no. Don't.
Well, that means that she can't flip either. What about you, Bunny Boy? You want to flip the coin?
Don't think we should be playing this game with him.
No, we should not be doing this. At all.
Maybe we should listen to the two friends that have already been burned, but apparently not. Go on, Aero. Do it.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll me a d4.
I'm sorry, Nitro.
It's nobody's fault but mine. It's nobody's fault but mine.
2.
What did you get? See Valron raise his hand and power flowing off of it. On the ground in front of you, Droghar reappears.
Ooh. That was pretty powerful of you.
Bet's a bet. Okay, cat, you still owe me. Time for y'all to do some entertainment. Enjoy your big dumb idiot back. He disappears.
I run up and just
Props.
squeeze Droghar. And I look up at him.
I will say, by the way, that was a legitimate roll. In my head, I'd called a 2 or a 4 got Droghar back. A 1 or 3 Valron won that. So legitimately, that was a legitimate roll.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
gonna squeeze Droghar.
I go
You
over to
dumbass!
Tieg.
Don't do that again!
No. Yeah.
You died!
Droghar, without looking down, he's feeling for his sword. And he feels the hilt, and he kind of grabs it and pulls it up to his chest. He just keeps looking forward. And just doesn't say anything.
Lilith just goes over and gives him a good punch. I told you to come on.
Aries goes over to Tieg. Wherever you go, I go. That includes wagers, that includes promises.
I would never ask that of any of you. Not that fate.
You never asked. But I'm coming with you. You're not gonna be alone. Ever.
Once Droghar kind of comes to a little bit, he looks over at Aero. He kind of puts his hand behind his head, and kind of puts his forehead on his. And then he turns to Lilith, and he like hugs her harder than he's ever hugged her before.
Your back is cracking on that one.
A nice
Oh.
pop.
Decompress.
So one of those good chiropractor videos where everything just pops.
And I slowly let her down and look at the group. What happened? I
Well,
know
you
I
did
died.
something. Yeah, you
I know
got
I
burnt. And
Literally.
it was a coin flip. These two, their souls for yours.
What are you talking about?
If we would have lost, Valron would have taken these two. It was a coin flip he made me do.
Valron brought me back.
Yes. for entertainment purposes.
Sorry,
All of... No.
I don't have that wish. I promise. I was trying to.
Like a fiery bird.
Trying to give us any advantage I could. Just distance we have to cover. And it was the biggest creature I saw. He would not talk to me. Would not calm himself, his fire. I'm sorry.
Look, this goes for saying, I think for one of us, for all of us, we make this pact. It's all of us. We all run together. Or we all stay together. Because if you two would have left Droghar dead, what would me and Lilith, what was going to happen to us? Wonder this hellscape. Oh, and this little one too. What were we going to do?
Thanks.
Well, I included you, so be happy. That would have sucked.
Yeah.
As
We would have
Aero's-
probably been killed by something stupid, so...
As Aero's talking, I go over to Aries and I just kind of I put my forehead on her shoulder and just kind of give her a hug.
And she does like the little cat thing, just like with the head butt.
Thank you.
But speaking-
Fire, birds, burn.
Yeah, I get that now. I get that. It just
And-
it won't happen again. I just did not know it was like surface of sun. It happened really quick, like super
Sunbird.
quick.
And Aries just kind of puts her hands on his face and just goes, I'm sorry Hyde was leading. You know I would have never left you.
I know.
I would have knocked you out and dragged you by your feet.
It's not bad.
But
She's just different. She's you.
Oh.
She's just different part of you.
she's stupid.
She's
She
not
ran away
stupid.
with her eyes closed. What if she ran face first in the mud?
That's true.
You can't blame Hyde though, Aries. We all ran because we would have all been dead. And then who would be left? None of us. In fact, we all need to have a conversation right now. A serious one. I am tired.
Aries does the cone of silence, like around all of us.
And Weird's included in this too. I am so damn tired. Every time he appears, I can't do a damn thing to him. I can't. We can't.
However, I revealed something though. Not only does he like deals, he can be persuaded.
It's not
I
gonna
never
be.
started off the persuasion with a deal. That just sweetened the deal.
But to get things back, to get my family back, to get our world back, he's not gonna cut that deal.
But here's the
You
thing.
see Weird putting a cigar into his mouth and lighting it. He takes a draw. This is it now then. All of you need to realise. You may not be the best ones for this job, but you're the last line of defence. You're the only chance of stopping him. This isn't some fairy tale. This isn't some walk in the park. This guy's playing with lives here. You all need to be smarter. You kneeling down in front of a giant firebird that's burning your skin off and trying to talk to it. And you two making deals with Valron at the
Look.
11th hour.
Look. I'm more crafty than that. That wasn't stupid.
No, it was very stupid.
Do you know his game? Do you know what's going on? We're not gonna get out of this just by going in and charging and fighting. We have
No.
to
Exactly.
be smart. We have to play his game.
Wait, Aries.
Yes, we do. Your problem is that you're playing into his hand. You're not beating him at his game with this.
Hold on, guys. There's more to it than that. This makes us realize, and we probably should have realized this the last 40 times we've encountered Valron, legitimately, but he won. He's gonna win. We got lucky this time. We're not gonna be as lucky next time. We're gonna play his game, but what happens when we face him and he snaps his fingers and evaporates us? There has to be something in his world that we can use against him. There has to be. Has to. The metal that was used to kill Nexus.
He's killed me with a word, guys. And he's brought me back with a snap of his fingers.
Exactly. Guys,
This metal.
what kind of sword does the captain have? Your son.
I don't know.
Remember. Remember your dream. Remember how you saw Nexus die. What did the sword look like?
Does he possess it? I don't know. Do you? I don't remember.
He
I actually really
does.
don't remember.
Yeah.
He does.
He possesses that sword. The
That's
reason
his
why
main weapon, is a cutlass built out of that.
We get the cutlass, and I use it to chop that little bastard's head off. Other than that, we need some sort of protection. We need something. There has to be something else in this world besides that one thing. Because I am tired of every time he comes around, I can't do anything.
That's
Weird.
exactly how he wants you to feel.
Weird.
That's exactly how he wants you to feel.
Yeah.
Is there
Why did I
any-
want to go with Tieg? So she wasn't by herself.
Is there anything, any protection you can craft against Fey magic? Anything at all? Even a
God
slight
magic.
edge?
Not even Fae
More than
anymore.
just Fae. God magic. Deity.
I've got some stuff that I brought with me. I can pick up some more components as we go, and I can pick up some stuff from the other sovereigns if we can take care of them. I think the survivors have a few things I can get from them. The main thing where I can probably get gear to gear you all up, it's going to be against the Maker.
Look
We
weird.
have a plan.
The weird that we know did this, and I hold my sword out in front of him. This killed the Maker. You know what you're doing.
If we can take out the Maker and the Reforged, there is a chance and a potential I can turn them into some sort of armor.
I need something.
If you can get the blade from your son, depending how much of it there is, I can possibly infuse it into your weapons.
Good. I need any kind of armor or defense that I can against magic. I am defenseless against magic. I can't do a damn thing.
The components I've got, mixed with some of the Maker stuff, I should be able to make something. There won't be much, but it should give you guys a bit of an edge over what you've got now.
Anything.
But we're going to need to hit the rest of the sovereigns. We're going to need components for each of them, and then for you, especially Aero, are you ready to do what needs to be done to actually kill him? Because it's going to involve getting that for your son.
Yeah. I can't promise you what's going to happen when I confront June. I'm going to try. But I know what we have to do. And I'll do it. But it needs to be me. Do we all understand?
I agree. Aries remakes the tiny hut, takes down this cone of silence. Alright.
Oh wait, before you do that.
Oh, okay.
Before you do that, it's kind of sounds. I go.
Oh.
One last thing, weird. I know I'm still a little skeptical, to be perfectly honest with you, and that's fair to say. But do you think there's just anybody that we could turn on our side? I mean, we could try literally anyone, but
At this rate, we'll try all the songs.
there has to be someone, people, something along the way that we could try. Can't do this alone.
Mm-mm.
We have you, but it would be helpful if there were more with skills and abilities.
Let me have a think and see what I can do. I'm able to find some people that can possibly help us out in some way at least.
Okay. We have our plan. We'll deal with the others, whatever they're called.
I say we make some ground up now and get to somewhere with cover. Not exactly covered for the creatures in the swamp, standing in the middle of the black and burned area.
Well, it might not come again. Is it like lightning? Doesn't strike the same place twice?
It's up to all of you.
Well, there's no water left, so...
Alright. I take down the cone of silence.
Droghar's gonna walk over to TBD. Kind of just stop in front of her and say, "Thank you."
I thought I could bring you back.
I know. It was my
I
fault. It was no one's
I
fault
would-
but my own.
I wouldn't actually leave. I wouldn't have left if I knew.
And like for the first time ever, he grabs the back of her head and puts his forehead on hers. I know.
Oh.
You are family now.
You got a head hug for Droghar.
I'm just gonna imagine the bird killing Droghar was revenge for all the birds.
Other birds.
Yeah.
That Droghar
Finally
killed.
came back and go.
It came full circle.
That's what it is now in canon. It's one of the birds that he killed, like reborn. It's this
Oh, I
giant
remember
fire bird. It came over
You!
because of the call, and then it recognized him, and it was like,
You son of a...
Retribution.
Alright,
Thank you,
Alright.
Droghar.
I guess
Alright, we're taking a rest.
as everybody's heading in, I'm gonna kind of grab Lilith's hand and hold her back. Kind of swing her around.
No.
Put my hands on her waist and just say, you know, like right before I was, you know, incinerated is the word? Right before I died.
Mhm.
It was crazy.
Yep,
like,
I was there.
everything was clear as crystal to me. Every moment, every core memory, just pulsated through my brain. And you know the one that stuck out the most? I don't know if you remember, but it was up in mountains one night. You made, what did you call it, hot tub? And it was you and I. And it was clear night with stars. And you and I were just talking. And you turned your eyes to stars, like galaxy, like sunset, almost. You remember?
Remember.
It made me realize that I would not get the chance to say anything to you again. I want you to know, Lilith, that I love you to the ends of the earth.
Jerk.
I want to be with you forever. And I grab her right hand with my right hand, and I grab her left hand with my hand, so we make kind of like a cross of hands.
Uh-oh.
I'm not like shaman, like Goliath shaman or anything, so I don't know if this is like technically like legal. Is the word?
You know the rest of us three are like literally doing this.
Oh
outside.
yeah, 100%.
You also know the two of those three can actually perform the ceremony that you're attempting to do in your own.
Actually, we could just look out. We're literally all just watching you.
Oh yeah, there's no
inside the-
walls to it. They're all just standing staring fans under the dome.
He's
I
gonna.
tell TBD, I call the initiation this time.
Might want to wait until we're not here because we're currently using Valron's magic.
Oh yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
He's gonna
I'll
drop.
fish you. We cracked everything.
Technically, I could also marry them as a former pirate lord, but you know, whatever.
I love you now creating a fight of who's
my
going to
turn.
marry you two.
He's gonna drop down to one knee and say, like, I'm supposed to have something to give you to wear around your neck. It's customary
Okay.
for us to be.
Cartier?
Would you do me,
I
Droghar,
quickly
Stoneheart, and
create like
Valentine?
with my predesignation, like a daisy chain, and just like toss it. It lands at
Oh
his feet.
look, a daisy chain. He picks it up and just kind of sloughs it over her head. Lilith, I would be honored if you would be my wife.
Droghar. This is so sudden.
Is it? We've been through
Is
many
it?
things together.
I mean, yes.
You hear further it's at the kiss him already. Come on, do it.
We've
But
fought,
my wedding ain't gonna be here.
we've fought side by side. We've bled together.
Yes,
shared.
and we're going to get married.
What?
But not here.
No, not like. Well, not like right now. Like not the wedding. It's not what I say. I
Okay,
just mean
good.
like.
I was
You
all
know, like-
scared.
It's like commitment for future, like thing.
Yes. engagement.
Beyonce.
That's
It's
it.
called a
It's for
proposal,
the
dumbass.
wedding
Are you
service.
guys? Are you guys listening to this? I thought you
No,
We
guys-
can
no.
see you. There's no walls in this tent.
Oh yeah, you can't see us technically from the side.
We
Of the...
can see you.
You can't see into the tent. No, but they can all see out.
I'm going to be honest. I totally forgot that they could see us.
Yep.
Is this,
The whole
is this
time.
yes?
Yes.
Droghar like picks
Just
her
hear
up,
cheers.
lifts
Hey.
her up off the ground and just gives her the biggest kiss he's ever given her.
But if you do anything like that ever again, guess what? I'm going to revive you so I can kill you again.
Sounds good. And he grabs
You're
the back of
gonna
her
be
head,
my brother.
puts his forehead on hers, and then
Officially.
kisses her forehead.
At this point, while the commotion's going, can Aries quickly just sneak away real quick?
She can. I'm not going to roll for a stealth check. I
I know.
imagine you can because everyone's distracted by
I got
the
a
proposal and
400.
engagement that just happened.
I know.
Hey, I'll do it with disadvantage, but can I want to notice if she leaves.
Okay, yeah, it'll be with disadvantage.
Oh, I rolled 2 17s, but am I
Nice.
adding perception on top of that? That's just a straight roll.
Yeah, it would be perception.
So it would be 25. I rolled two
Wow.
25s.
Yeah, you kind of are. You don't necessarily notice her sneaking out like, without looking, but as you're looking around for stuff, like you're trying to find something to celebrate with, because they just got engaged, and of course you're in this tiny hut with nothing in it practically, so you're scrounging and you see Aries slipping out.
I want to follow. Stealthily, kind of.
All right, roll me a stealth check, and roll me a perception check, Aries.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That was terrible. I'm gonna add my inspiration to it. That was bad. Where's my 8? Oh, I gotta do it at disadvantage because of my armor. Dang it.
Tink, 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 tink.
I know. It's a 13 with my disadvantage.
What was the perception?
23. Just waiting for him to say.
You immediately notice Aero starting to follow you. Like, you know what the thing is as well? Technically, she should be rolling that with advantage because she has advantage on hearing checks. So because
Yeah,
you're making
but-
so much noise, she should technically get a higher roll possibly than that. So yeah, you immediately hear Aero.
Damn pirate chains!
So
All my buttons.
I put my hood on and
Aries.
I go invisible.
Aries, don't! Damn it!
Make me a perception check with disadvantage if you want to try and find her.
Alright. Actually,
And
I'm
Aries,
gonna
make me a
something.
stealth check as well.
I have an 8. 14.
Oh. Oh. 27.
You see her put the cloak on. You start to pull it up, and she just kind of like darts and like almost like springs off of some of the trees, and then all of a sudden, and she is gone, and you have no clue where she went.
Damn it, Aries.
Alright, as Aries is going through, when I feel like I'm far enough distance, I'm up in the trees just to be safe. I play Dream's tune.
You play it, and you hear the as their padded feet kind of land next to you. What
Hey,
were
yo.
you lot playing at tonight? His palace is all a buzz.
I know. This game is getting intense.
There's something about a deal or something that was made.
Yeah.
You and your
So-
party's dumb enough to make a deal with Valron.
Look. One of our friends, Droghar, my brother in every sense of the word.
Oh yeah, I
Kind
don't,
of
yeah, the
got
big
too
guy.
friendly with a firebird. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But look, we can't do this without him. I can't do this without him.
What were you thinking?
Look,
You've no idea what he would have done to you.
I know exactly what he would have done to me.
No, you don't. The horrors that take place in there. There's a reason. I'm out here trying to help you and give you what info I can. No one should be going through that, and you just about walked into it. Practically with arms open wide. Aries, you're meant to be the smart one here.
Look, I know people don't understand sometimes the way I think. But first of all, I'm not gonna let TBD go back into it. She's been shouldering Valron all by herself for so long. No more. But I have an idea. And once again, you may not understand me, and maybe no one else on this world will understand me, but you know me. I'm gifted for Arcana. I'm gifted to play games for a reason. That's not a... It's a skill that I have. Look, Dream. I didn't make a deal first. I was able to persuade him first to listen to me. I need you to teach me how to fall in love with Valron. I need to get his attention. Look, he thinks he's smart. He thinks he's got it all. He thinks he's on top. He's not gonna expect someone to con him back to play his game. He preys on everybody.
Aries, That's a hell of a con to try and pull, though.
But this is the con, and I grab her hands. This has to be the con of our lives. We have no other choice. You know him. If we go in, even if we do get that dagger thing, going in there, just strength arming him is not gonna work. Even with the dagger, we have to distract him. We have to get him off his feet. Just a little bit, just enough.
Aries, if he catches on to what you're doing, to pull off this isn't just conning some wealthy idiot out of their money. This is trying to con someone with the power of a god. If he catches on to what you're doing,
You can help me con a god. We can do this. I'm not gonna let TBD take the fall. I will not.
do you have some sort of plan in mind?
Well, you know me. I always got the plan.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
Look,
Winging it's not enough here.
I know. If I can get him to think that once again he has it all, but also not only that he has it all, someone is passionately wanting to be with him, rule with him, but I can learn about him. I can find what makes him tick. I can find just that psychic weakness that every creature has. He has one. Every creature does, even gods. That's my goal.
Make me a persuasion check.
$33.
Alright. I'll try and help as best I can with this. I want it on the record though I'm doing this in protest.
I know.
And I am going to be doing this while still looking for another option. I still think this is as close to suicide as you can get.
Look, we're already on a suicide mission here.
Yeah, but there's a difference between there being a mousetrap set to take you out and just willingly sticking your hand in it.
Not unless we control the mousetrap.
Against
Look,
the god
if we
who
find
controls
another
reality.
way- Look, if we find another way, you know I'd take it. But even you, standing here, can you look at me in the face and say, there's a better way? Than to knock him just a little bit. He's too powerful magically.
Right, there's a better way. I can't give you one right now though, but we'll try it. What about the rest of your group? Are you going to let them know about this?
No. The only person, if she asks, would be Tieg. Because I think she deserves to know that she's not alone. But I don't want her to worry either. She still carries the weight of everything she's done.
Okay. I better get back before someone notices I'm gone for too long. Same for you.
Yeah, well,
I'll see you again soon, okay?
Aero already saw me gone, but it's okay. He knows I sneak away sometimes. I'm a cat. That's what I do.
You're playing a lot of dangerous moving parts here, Aries. I hope you know what you're doing.
But I know too.
Be in touch soon.
Be in touch soon.
She runs along the branch and jumps on another tree and disappears into the night.
I think TBD also wanders off just to kind of think. I know what that might invite, but TBD needs a moment.
TBD wandered off to. I don't even think I need like a stealth check or anything from you like that, because Arrow's off chasing Aries and Droghar and Lilith are fairly distracted, so TBD just kind of wanders away.
Yeah.
Bounce chicka wow wow.
I'm gonna take my time going back to the.
Yeah, you're just gonna. What?
What's
everyone's
even better?
everyone's wandered away and then kind of like, oh, okay, the tiny hut's occupied.
We need
okay.
that cone aside.
Wait, where's Weird?
No, what's even better is that if the casters aren't in the tiny hut, it's not there. So there's no more tiny hut.
Oh, I hope they haven't noticed yet and it just disappears. I imagine Weird's just outside the hut, just like, I'm just going to stay here, and then all of a sudden the hut disappears, and it's like, oh no, and just he just kind of
Just
wanders
turn
off.
the
What's
way.
going on? What's going on?
We're indisposed, honey.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because Aries has disappeared with Arrow chasing her, and we're like, TBD's about to wander off, and it's like, okay, so Droghar and Lilith get some quiet time in the hut, and it's like, actually no, because if TBD walks away, the hut disappears. So if you two started anything before the hut disappeared and she wanders off, you're now just out in the open, and poor Weird's still in the area, and just all of a sudden it's like, oh no.
I wouldn't
no.
think they would
I'm
even
gonna
notice
have-
that the hut disappears because you can see out of it, so it's invisible. So if invisible
Yeah.
just goes, you think you're still in it.
I'm casting darkness around us.
Y'all can't
so-
even see inside.
Well, we have you know, all that.
I
jazz.
love this game.
So many
I
things
know.
running through my head right now that I could say that I probably shouldn't.
This has went in so many directions I was not expecting tonight, I
An
must
emotional
say.
roller coaster.
So
This
many
is what happens when you
different
just have
directions.
a calm night,
Yeah.
a filler night.
Yeah, calm night was the wrong word to describe. Like, I've not really got major plans for tonight. This is getting towards the next sovereign. I'm like, yep, this is what happens. You don't have the track, it goes
We
right
have
off
made
it.
absolutely no progress.
Yeah, we have.
We just
We're still like just
No,
like
literally, no,
trying to
we've
be
not. We came out,
We've
and where
made
we came out, we set up
progress,
camp, and
actually.
we haven't journeyed anywhere from here.
Droghar and Lilith are engaged.
we
That's
scorched
progress.
the earth.
There is some progress.
But it
yeah.
balanced out with you also dying, so that's
And
Yeah, you
now
did also
Moving
die trying to
Ballad
hug a
music is
firebird.
playing around.
So TBD wanders off, taking her tiny hut with her.
I'm taking me and my tiny hut.
you're like dragging it behind you,
It's like,
scraping the ground
Let's
as
get
you're
caught up on trees. She's like,
just ditch it somewhere.
So, what's TBD up to? Anything in particular? Anything she's specifically reflecting on?
The fact that she almost willingly handed herself back over to the last person she wants to be associated with. She's kind of just really thinking on that and about how important this group is to her, and how nothing bad can dare happen to them or else.
Did I, since I'm still kind of out and about, do I hear her shuffling around? I'm assuming, are you doing this stealthily, or are you just...
I no longer have the really loud armor, so
I mean, you can always stealth check to see if...
Are you trying to be stealthy?
I'm not trying to be like really stealthy, I don't think, but I think I'm
No,
trying
if
to get away
she's-
unnoticed.
Yeah, if she's doing that. And what's your passive perception, Arrow? You need to roll,
Uh,
just use your passive for it, because you're technically chasing after
an
Aries, so...
18.
18. What's your stealth TBD?
400.
Probably.
14. I only have a +2. My armor isn't in stealth mode.
Yes. You hear some, like, rustling a little bit away, but it's kind of like she's wandered off into a different kind of part of the forest from where you were, the swamp where you were. So
Aero
it's
has-
like
He literally has nothing else going on at this moment, so he's just gonna go that way. It's like, I don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna go that way.
imagine Arrow's kind of like he hears that rustling, like I'll take the route back by the camp. It's like, oh dear God, oh no.
As he goes to the bushes, he peeks in, he's like, nope! I'm gonna go that way.
Never mind, I'll go this
I-
way.
If it's certain death this way, I do not care.
Like rustling in the trees, I will head that way. Okay. And it's TBD, you're not still walking, you stopping in a specific bit, or are you still kind of wandering?
I think it's just like an idle walk, not really paying attention, just thinking.
I'll say you kind of idly walk then. If Arrow makes his way towards you, he kind of does catch up with you.
I accidentally run into you, coming out like you're going this way, and I'm running because that burned my eyes. And I smack into you and fall backwards. Oh, what's even there? Oh, you're not at camp. Don't go back to camp right now. There's things. My eyes saw things.
Haven't you seen it all already?
Not like that. Not what they were doing.
Oh god.
Not in that position. Oh god. Oh. Ugh. Anyway, what's on your face, buddy? You look glum.
TBD literally just morphs to be smiling.
Oh, that's terrifying. Oh god. TBD, take a seat. Come on, sit right there.
In the mud?
We could, well, is there a place to sit? Is there a log? Let's go, there's a log right there. Let's go sit on that log. I take my jacket and I'll put it over the log. There we go. I don't know.
Yeah, let's go.
So, there we go. It's comfortable. What's going on? You seem down.
Well, you might be able to relate to this, but I've spent so much of my life trying to move on from Valron. But at every turn, it seems that he's kind of just nestled his way in to everything that I associate with and that I am. And now we're living in his world where he has power, and my magic, the thing that I made for myself, is his. And I am not feeling too great.
Not either. He has killed me, tortured me, stole my family, stole my god. Yeah. This sucks. But you know what? I'm still me. You're still you.
Yeah. I guess that's the one thing he can't really control.
No.
Is our will, or else, well, things would be different.
He'll can't take that away from us. We could try. Honestly, TBD, I've played out many a scenario since we've been here. I can't stop thinking about what's gonna happen when I confront June. I know I'm probably gonna have to kill my son. I don't know if there's a way to turn him. I don't know. Soraya, just seeing her up there destroyed me. I am tired of feeling so hopeless, and I am tired of losing. So right now, my hope, group. as you fall. You are my hope.
Oh, that
Because,
go for it.
because we've been through so much. Hell, I've died. I've signed 2 contracts with 2 different deities, and I somehow got out of both of them. I survived death. Droghar literally survived death twice. Aries is a werewolf, kind of, sometimes.
And
Lilith is Lilith. You know, she's not dead yet, somehow.
I don't know.
And you have changed so much. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I've tried so hard to be different than I was, to be different than him. And when I found your group, I finally found what makes this plane so unique and special, and then I realized that it's not unique at all. I suppose there's just different priorities in the Fey realms, but you all taught me how to love and to experience joy and connection, genuine connection without any other ulterior motives. Taught me how to live when I was just surviving before. And I don't want to see any of you permanently dead. I've witnessed the rise and fall of a few iterations of your past selves, but I always knew you were coming back. And
Do I have any cool ones?
You were a murderer in one.
Oh god. Well.
Yeah, I
Not
think
surprised.
you killed Aries.
Oh. Oh lord.
Yeah, it was a bad one. I don't like to think about that one.
It's a darker one.
Um,
Is this your favorite one though?
yeah.
Good.
You want me to say because you're in it?
We'll just go with that, yes.
But all I ask is that you remember the connection that you have with each of these individuals here. Because as you fight to survive and gain more power, you're gonna need them. Or else you're gonna turn into him.
Yeah. You know, there's a good chance that we're not gonna make it out of this. It's like 20%, maybe less than that we're actually gonna win this thing. But you know what? I'd rather fight and die with all of you by my side. I mean, me and Droghar still have to do the, burning down the building thing. Because we've done that twice so far, so, and it's been pretty cool every single time.
Maybe you could catch his mansion or castle on fire.
We're definitely doing that. I'm going to kill him. I don't care if it's the final blow, but I will get it in there. But just know that you're different than him. 100%.
I hope so.
You know why? You know what the main difference is? He's alone. He has to brainwash his friends to have friends, and I'm sure they still think he's a dick. But you, TBD, we love you. You're our family. You always will be, no matter what happens here. You are better.
You're getting a hug. DVD
I will.
tackles you off the log,
Oh, God.
and toof,
I'll accept it this one
it is
time.
crying into your shoulder.
I'll accept it this one time.
Just say thank you. I love you all so much.
Same
And then
here.
Aries comes in and is like, finds you guys. Oh, there you guys are.
Don't
Do
go to the
not
camp.
Go back to the camp. Yeah, that's exactly what I
Don't.
said. Don't go to the camp.
Oh,
Did you
God.
see Oh.
Oh God. They
TBD,
were doing
we're
this.
staying here.
They were doing
Yeah,
this.
no, don't describe it
This
again.
twisting
No,
thing.
that-
I can't even.
no.
Oh,
No.
Oh God. Wait,
there,
where's Wood? Did we leave
I
Wood
already saw it
behind?
once.
Oh God. Oh no, Wood.
This is great.
Oh,
Alright.
He's just
so we're stuck
traumatized.
in
He's
the
sitting
middle.
at camp with like a bucket over his head, just traumatized. Just
He's vomited at least a couple times. Real quick, before we go back to Camp Aries. If you're gonna go see her, just say it. We can use all the allies we can get. And the only way we're gonna get through this thing is honesty.
Look. And I sit down. Well, I'm glad you don't want to kill her anymore. Just remember, she didn't really change.
Slightly, but yes.
I know. I do have a plan. But as of right now, I need you guys to trust me. I'm getting as much intel as I can. And I'm trying to... Because we're going to need more than brawn. And magic. Because technically we're using his magic against him. We're going to need more than that. He's playing this mind game with us. I mean, we ran into Weird. He knows he was one of our close friends.
Very loosely.
You know, he knows you seeing Soraya like that. He knows putting June as one of his captain of guard. He's playing so much more than just a strength and brawn game.
Could also be his downfall, though.
Mm-hmm.
Putting us against the people we know best.
That's true. Because look, we already recruited one, right?
2.
Where Lady Elgwyn is.
Well, not her, but Dream.
Oh.
Lady Elgwyn, I could care less. I literally could care less.
Where does
And I
she
feel like
even
that is gonna
go?
come back to bite us
Yes,
so hard.
it is.
But she's so dumb. I don't even know. Like, seriously, she's an idiot. And so she probably took a book and just ran off and did something. I don't know. I don't care, really. But...
Hey, as long as she comes in the end, I don't mind.
yeah, I really don't care. Honestly, if whatever Valron was going to do, we should have offered her in the deal. We should have been like,
Oh, hey, that would
bring
be fun.
Droghar back, and you could find Lady Elgwyn, and you could do literally whatever. You could
Just
vaporize
put her back
her,
in that-
whatever.
I can always
Jail.
call him
Yeah.
back.
She's just an awful
No,
person.
TBD. That's not.
Awful. Anyway, side note, ADHD brain. I don't know what that means, but I've heard it before. Soraya's definitely called me that before. I don't know what it means, but
Ray's told you
something.
many things before.
Very much. Look, just whatever happens, Aries, just like I said earlier, and I said in the group, we do this all together. I don't care if it's us fighting to the end, dropping. We all drop together. We all fight together. We all go together. Because when we don't, what happened to Droghar happens. He wins by us falling one by one. We don't fall one by one. We fall together, or we stand together. So whatever your plan is, I trust you.
Just know, I'm also going to use my strengths. Look, I try to be a semi-fighter, but I can't hold my own like you guys. I mean, even TBD can take more hits than I can. I gotta play this a little differently, but I'm gonna use my smarts, my wits, and what I'm known for and good for. Because I think that's another thing. If we all use our strengths, they're not all the same. And he doesn't know us well enough.
Yeah.
He won't see it coming.
Weird can honor his deal. He makes me something that I can resist magic. Because that's my downfall. Every time he appears, can't do anything. I'm a good fighter. I am. I could hold my own, but when it comes to magic, I'm useless.
Yeah, what
I
if
think-
Lilith just turns into a mammoth and rams everything?
What then?
It works.
Me and Droghar really need something. I mean, you three are magic users. I could do a little bit of magic, but not my abilities only extend by so much. We're gonna do this. We have a plan. Alright, do you think they're done doing it yet? Or...
No.
Oh,
No, I
God.
think we're just gonna have to stay here.
They're just doing it. They're just... they're just...
Rhythmic thumping in the background.
Oh, God.
TMI.
All weird.
Well, do we just do create a tiny hut here? They'll be fine, right?
No.
What-
But that's okay. I'm not going back.
No.
Aye.
I've had
Yeah.
too much emotional strain today.
I'll make a tiny hut here. We'll just camp out here.
For the best.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna keep the log in the tiny hut. I love this
Yeah.
log.
Just, I literally build it over the log, and we're just all sitting on the log. Just
Laying against my jacket.
It became a security log or
Yeah.
emotional support log.
yes,
Emotional
yes.
support log.
TBD's like, we're taking this log.
This is my log now.
Put
It's
it in that
another-
building.
Holding.
I'd like to if this was Rez, he would talk to it for sure.
I'm gonna let Billy take a little nibble of it. It will always be with me.
In fact, what
Billy
we'll
is
do
not happy. He doesn't like chewing wood.
when Aries and TBD go down, I'll take my sword out and I'll actually carve our initials, everybody's initials, into the log. Because I'm tired, but I can't really sleep, so I'll just start slowly etching our names in that log.
As you all settle in for the night, and those that are in the tiny hut and the newly engaged that finally settle down at some point.
Like animals, just animals.
Look, Droghar got a new lease on
Never.
life here to celebrate, so
Wait,
That's
I
true.
have a question. Did Valron bring him back with or without clothes?
Definitely without.
I mean,
I hope it
technically,
was
you
a-
never asked for his clothes. You just asked for Droghar back.
That's true.
There you go, buddy.
Droghar doesn't care, so.
You proposed naked.
He didn't even notice.
Probably not.
To be fair, the minute he takes his clothes off, would he?
No.
The Droghar has been naked more times in this campaign
Fact.
that I've actually lost count.
The fact that the first thing he reached for was his sword and not his clothes should tell you something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was the
Just
right
note that
choice.
it's like natural.
This
It's
is
like
more
mainstream.
important than clothes.
Aries starts weaving clothes.
I love it.
You all settle in for the night, and I will see you all get a long rest.
Yay! I
Yay.
love
Spicy.
resting long.
And wake up, and I presume you all reconvene together with each
I look
other.
at Weird. Are you okay? You look.
We're still sitting with a bucket on his head.
Are
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, that's fine. Is that vomit? Did you throw up?
I may have threw up inside the bucket, but it was better than taking it off again.
What do you get
know
a
what?
bucket
That
from?
was a smart move.
I guess it doesn't matter.
I'm not coming out. It's too scary out there.
Droghar comes out of the tent.
Oh no, Droghar. Droghar, you're
What?
You'll.
I get out my
Weir's like, I think I'm ready to take the bucket
weave.
off now, and he takes it off, and Droghar just bare ass naked. He puts the bucket back on and sits back down.
What? Y'all are such
Nope.
brutes.
Aries comes out and said, like, with this newly woven, like, loin, whatever you wore.
I imagine it's almost like one of those like single strap things. Like Aries has been working hard at this.
Yes.
Like single strap into the loincloth, and it's
I guarantee you, Aero has material in his bag. He'll give
This
it
is
to you.
nice.
Yeah.
That is. This
I've done a
immediately
lot of
takes it, just
things.
wraps it around his waist, and ties it in a knot.
I've killed a lot of
Yeah.
things, and put in this bag. So there's material in here.
Yuck.
Everybody okay? Everybody get good rest?
Oh?
Awesome.
You?
Absolutely. I slept like baby.
But, in the
It's like a little
pattern
Goliath
of
baby.
his...
Seems like you will make a baby.
So, like, within, like, the pattern of his, loincloth thing, I actually put strips of, like, pink to represent Lilith. Just, like, throughout.
I love it.
Well,
You all gather yourselves up.
I don't think we can gather ourselves.
I think we're just done. This is what we call it. This is.
I can't
So-
You guys
believe.
are acting really weird.
No.
No pun intended. Weird.
Nope.
None taken.
Ugh.
What did you
What's-
say?
What's going on?
I don't know.
Why are you guys acting weird?
You know?
We're trading him in the theater.
What?
We're gonna act weird. We're training him in theater.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
the Goliath meat still slapping about, or can I come out of the bucket?
Nope, it's still there. And I just kind of laugh a little bit. So, Droghar, all that twisting thing you were doing.
No, Aero.
Okay,
Just
we're not asking that.
Dear God, please
No.
stop asking for details.
Ooh, that.
at least wait for us to be way ahead, and you
Wait, you
boys
can
can
see
talk
that?
about whatever you want. but-
Oh, tiny
I-
hut. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, you could see that?
You want to end the tiny hut anymore when TBD left.
Yeah.
Y'all was just out and about. We pretty much all saw.
Sorry.
Place where you died and celebrated life all in one go.
I'm not
Sorry.
sorry. Sorry for you, though. Or am I? You might
Or
have
you're
learned
welcome.
Something. Like one of the things.
I
Just
learned
saying.
something.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Alright, are we doing this or what?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Cut to a montage of us walking past the log with the names in it.
Nice.
Pass the log when he's a dragon weird.
Yeah, I got weird.
He just
Come on. Come
just
on.
by the collar, he's just not getting up.
We have 100% traumatized him.
I just
Yeah.
pick him up and I put him on Drogar's shoulder. Yep, you're responsible for this.
Weird just sits there. Weird's up there for at least a good 10 minutes before he realises actually where he is, and then starts freaking out all over again.
I like this version.
I
of
start
weird.
bouncing him like a little baby. It's okay. It's okay.
This
You'll be
poor
okay.
goblin has got so much PTSD.
He's like, why couldn't they have just killed me? I don't.
Yeah.
It's like,
Why?
I
Just
start
kill me.
singing-
Why did I agree to this? Just kill me. Just kill me. It's easier.
I start singing this song that we sing to little Goliath, and I start doing his hands like this.
Drogar, he's not a baby.
He's like size of baby though. No offense. Weird. No offense. You're like grown men. I know this, but I can't help. You're like size of baby.
Arrow, just hold your sword out. I can jump on it for here. I'm pretty sure I can make that.
I set him down, and I'm like, I probably traumatized you. I'm so sorry. You walk on your own.
Okay.
In more than one way.
Oh dear goodness. You all continue to make your way through the swamps and come out of the chaos of limbo.
We did it! Yay!
You'll make it deeper into the wasteland. And what was swamp very quickly starts to turn into essentially like dead wasteland wilderness, almost deserty. Like it's just dirt and sand, and all the stuff you see is literally like a wasteland. Like the trees are all pretty much dead. It's like a rundown like ghost area. It's not even a ghost town. You're not even at a town yet. Weird eventually comes out for his bucket. Alright, we're starting to get close.
This is a lovely place.
Droghar pulls a sword out.
Just think this is what they do to a place that they apparently like. They're not going to think twice about picking a fight. In fact, they kind of relish it. So.
Alright.
As you come over a little embankment, you see up ahead a little rundown looking town. It essentially looks like a kind of like little settlement with a wall around it. And kind of haphazardly put together buildings. Some of the buildings look a bit more like modern, like they've been fixed up a little bit. Some are a lot more damaged and run down. You know, imagine like running through like a little town in a, you know, Wild West. Something like for Red Dead 2 or something like that. Little kind of run down place. Like one street one way, one street another way. Is essentially it.
Where does this sit?
This is it.
How many of them are there?
Of them?
Yes.
6.
Crap.
6 of them.
Do you know any
Pull my
of
pistol.
them? Any of them?
Lots of different abilities, lots of different temperances. A lot of them deadly. I try and avoid them. This is not a safe place to be.
If we just walk in there, they're gonna just attack.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. They might attack, they might talk, they might... I don't know, they might throw you a feast, goodness knows. They like to mess with people and play with their food a little bit, so... We could be walking into something and we could be completely welcomed.
Well, for now, let's put our weapons away. Just
I-
walk in there without them.
I don't know
I know.
at all.
No, Droghar. We walk in there. Remember, if we need to, we could just draw them out. But if we go in there with weapons draw, it's immediately hostile. And we don't know. There might be 6 of them, yes, but we don't know how many townsfolk or whoever else is in there. We don't know. We don't need a mob on us. You know?
I'm gonna
think
cast
that's right.
Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Just got it to myself. As we're walking in.
You start to cast it. You all start to make your way towards the town.
Is there any, like, gates or anything, or is it just open?
There's gates, there's like, it's not like a massive wall, but there's kind of like a walled off area to the town, and there's like an entryway to it. You see like almost like big wooden gates that are kind of swung open inward, and a sign hanging outside of it. You can't see it from this distance what it says yet, but there's a kind of sign hanging outside.
Alright. I'll just continue walking. I'll have my
Yep.
pistols on my side, just walking very nonchalantly.
Yep, I just have my hood up. Just kind of trying not to bring awareness.
You all make your way up to the town. You don't see anything. There's no inkling.
What's the sign say?
As you get close enough, you see the sign, and it says sunset. You see the dust kind of is blowing in a light wind. And as you get closer to the town, you realise something very eerie. That for a town this size, like it's not a big town. But for a town this size, there should be a lot more noise of the people there. And it is dead silent. It is a literal ghost town.
Aero,
At least from the sound of it, from where you're walking in.
What does that sign say?
Sunset.
Sunset. We've been here before. Well, some of us have.
Have we?
This is where you got married.
Yeah.
But it's not. There's no noise.
What about the lodge, the O Lodge? It's near here? I didn't see anything, did you?
Oh, is
No.
that where the what's his name?
Droghar.
Droghar. Is that where he is? Guess it's not. It would not be him.
No. This is too quiet. The place where the portal we went to, there was people, there was noise, there was... I mean, yeah, sure, it was a wedding, but... This is not right.
Are you all going into the gate?
Well, before we
Yeah,
enter
is
in,
that the only way? Is through
From what
here?
you can tell from here, it's the only entrance to the place.
before we walk in, Aries, do you want to stealth it first?
Yeah.
We'll wait out here. Stealth it, come back. Don't go far.
Just a typical scout.
Roll me a stealth check.
$31.
You run into the city and disappear into the shadows that you can see.
What
As
do I
you go
see?
down the first street, you don't see anybody. You don't see anything. It's eerily quiet. The buildings look run down. Some of the buildings you look inside, you see there's things like there's stores and things that look like there's still stuff inside some of them. But like it's not got any people. And as you turn to head down the kind of main street of the town, again it is quiet and it is empty. At the end of the street you see a big building that you recognise. You've been there before. It's the old lodge.
Can I sneak up to one of the windows and try to peer in?
Before you sneak up to it, you see someone sitting on the porch of it.
Oh,
Not really doing anything. You see a figure just kind of sitting there. Almost like he's just sitting on the stoop. Jacket thrown off, hat pulled down. You're 31, he's not noticed you. But as far as you can tell, that's the only sign of life.
is there a way to kind of sneak like around him to try to do like one of the other windows like on the side of the building or anything like that?
You can try and sneak past him. You would need to make me another stealth check for it, but just because you're getting past, and you're not sneaking up to where he is, you're sneaking around the side of the
No,
building.
just like past him. Yeah.
Okay.
Reminds me of the first chapter when you all snuck to the tower.
26.
Yep.
You sneak past and get to the side of the building, and you look inside the building, and it looks eerily quiet inside. You don't see anybody.
Like while I'm standing here, do I recognize the person on the porch? Like the
You
clothing,
can't get From this angle, you can't get a good look at him, but it does look familiar. You definitely feel like you've seen them before, but from the angle you're at trying to stay out of his view, you can't get a great look at him, so you can't be totally certain, but...
And then I'm gonna take a different path back up to the front just to kind of keep checking out different things of the town to see if there's, like, I see anything else, but I head my way back up to the entrance.
Okay. You make your way back along. Again, you don't totally see anything. It's eerily quiet.
So I come back and I'm like, guys, something's not right. There
What's
are
up?
shops, there are items in shops, but there's nobody there. But there is one person. He's sitting in the front of what was that place called? The O Lodge? Where you got married? It's a building that looks just like it. The guy didn't notice me, but I was able to look in through the windows and it looks like the same building, like down to like the tables and chairs. There's nobody in there. But the guy, he looks so familiar. He had a coat on and a hat down over his eyes.
The cowboy.
Yeah, the cowboy.
Oh, also forgot to say as well what you did see of him walking past. Did look like he was eating something.
Okay.
Something big. You can totally make it what it was, but he did look like he was eating something, like he had food on the side.
I'm gonna turn to Weird and say, Weird, do you think they're expecting us?
It's possible. I mean, hell, Valron is playing this game. They all probably know you're coming.
Look. This is probably a trap. But we have to do it.
Yeah.
I don't like
We
this.
just gotta go in.
We
There's
go
no
together.
blending in here. There's nothing to blend into.
I pull my sword and my pistol out.
Yeah.
Get your weapons ready. Weird. Counting on you, man. Go through shop if you need. Take what you can.
If you keep him distracted, I'll raid everything I can and see what I can find.
I give him my bag of holding.
He takes it and he slips it on. Like, I'll do my best to help where I can, but I'll make my priority raiding whatever we've got.
Anything that'll help.
Absolutely.
Meet us back at the
Yes,
entrance.
He also pulls out his pocket and says, here, take these. And he gives you 3 explosive devices. Not a massive punch on them, but may be able to help you out in a pinch if you get stuck.
I'll take one. I'll give one to Aries, and I'll give the other one to... I'll give it to Droghar since he'll be... Yeah,
Thank you.
Boom, boom.
we'll be up close and personal.
I'm gonna turn to Weird and say, Weird, please don't backstab us. We trust in you. We have trusted you.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll get the stuff we need. Just keep them off me.
Yeah. Let's go.
You all make your way through the gate, and as you go through the gate, you see Weird, like, ducking down in the back of some of the buildings.
So are we not talking to these people? We're just going to fight.
See
There's
what
only
happens.
One person.
Just keep your weapon ready.
I'm gonna put my sword basically up on my shoulder. As I'm walking.
Are we just heading straight up that street where we can see is the
And you
Hawthorne
start.
clone still there?
Yep. Oh well, it's Hawthorne. In this world, Ashra's been taken apart, so it's actually Hawthorne, just repurposed. You see Hawthorne sitting, and you see him, what he's eating finally is kind of in view, and it looks massive. And as he takes a bite out of it, you realise it's an arm.
Oh.
And as you see him taking a bite out of it, you realise it's a big arm. And it's blue.
No.
And he looks and sees you, and you see him sitting it down, and he stands up and sorts his jacket. It's like, well, well, well. Been a while since we've had some company in Sunset. Welcome.
Thanks for the warm welcome. Where's the rest of you?
They're here. Don't you worry.
Look. Let's cut the BS. Here's what we can do. You're a cowboy, right? You've done duels. Let's make this interesting, shall we?
Hello.
It's okay. Back to
What do
back.
you have in mind?
20 paces, turn and shoot. Quick draw style.
Can we not talk
Nah.
first?
And he fires. He whips his pistol and fires. 18.
Oh.
That's a hit. I'll fire back. Before initiative.
Yeah.
Drogar's gonna
Only
go into
4
rage.
points of only 4 points of damage on it.
Okay.
As
I
he
definitely-
fires, you all of a sudden see the others appearing. You look up on one of the rooftops and you see a helmeted man with a sniper rifle trained. You see a winged woman landing on another rooftop. Out of one of the other buildings comes a small lizard with a bat in her hands. And out of another one of the buildings, you see someone who is half on fire and half water walking out. Alright, boys, it looks like we're eating good tonight. And that's where we're going to call it for this evening.
Nice.
And then Benny shouts and breaks the third wall. I'm a salamando!
Wrong.
Looks like you should, I was waiting for it. Looks like meat's back on the menu.
Yeah,
Looks like meat's back on the
You
menu,
asked the menu,
boys.
boys.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
Alright, and that's it for session 53.
That was very intense.
You know what? I think it fits the name
To
of
say the
Chaos of
least.
Limbo.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
A lot more chaotic than I was even expecting,
Oh,
and
yes.
boy,
Good grief.
Quite a
Drogar, don't
bit.
do that again. I'm gonna cry.
I was.
I know.
I was 100% expecting to roll a new character. Not even, no doubt in my mind. Okay.
No,
Guess
man.
I'm doing a new
I wasn't gonna let
character.
that
It's
happen.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna
I was
just go
gonna let
and
it
say that was a dumb way to go.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
I don't-
Hey, nobody's fault but my own. I blame no one else but me.
It would've-
I-
it would've
I
been
wanted
really
to try
funny.
something and it didn't.
Dang it, man!
this legitimately, I'm not even joking. This was our Chunk the Hut moment of like just that, like I was trying to give so many opportunities. Like he's going to die. He's going to kill himself in the fire.
There's reasoning behind what I was doing, unlike Chunk, who's just has no
That's
reason.
Psycho.
Chaos.
Okay, there was reasoning behind what I was doing, so I wasn't just trying to throw my life away.
It would have been really cool if
It would have been
panned
epic
out.
if it worked.
It
It would
would've
have
been
been
good.
freaking epic. Having us all 6 ride in on a flaming bird into sunset, how freaking epic would that have been? That would have been awesome. But obviously I rolled like crap, so that's what happened.
It said Droghar burned to death. And you took a gamble with Valron that thankfully paid off. Like I don't know where I don't know where next week's session is going to go if that went the other way.
Sheesh.
It would have been Aero and Lilith, all that's left, traversing through the.
Well, technically, wasn't the deal just, hey, you bring back Droghar and I go with you, or you bring him back for nothing? Was my understanding, but you know what?
Oh no, that's not the deal he took. The deal was bring
Alright.
It was
Dang.
an all or nothing. Like either you guys get to be free
Dang.
and get Droghar back, or Droghar stays dead and you all come with me.
Okay,
It
It would,
well,
be it would be
Dang.
the Aero
Well,
and
we still
Lilith
do
show,
it.
which we're gonna get nothing done. Let's face it.
Lilith, turn into a mammoth.
oh my gosh, those two having to.
Okay.
It wouldn't have been
I can
good.
say- now that we've
Say
finished this
that.
session, I can say it because I didn't want to derail it even further. But we're joking about the two of them basically banging in an open field, and then out of nowhere, Tolkien starts holding up the mammoth, and all I can get is a new Baldur's Gate 3 scene of Droghar
Yes,
and a
yes.
mammoth in the field, and that's all I could think about. And trying not. And of course, at that moment, TBD and Aero were having this really sweet conversation, and all I'm trying to do is not laugh because that's all I could see in my head.
No, I did the same
Oh,
thing. I was
no.
like, oh no, did she turn into a mammoth?
Nope.
And-
Drogar's,
okay,
Drogar's
wait,
not into
wait.
the beasties.
Nope, No.
He just started going.
Well, he does
You
talk to
want
animals.
to be on the screen.
He
at
does
the
talk to
moment.
animals, but he doesn't do them.
Yet.
Nope.
Yet.
Never.
I'm going to just hide now.
I like that we're still on stream. This is.
We
Oh,
are.
100%.
We're still
I'm
streaming.
absolutely, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Great.
Look, if you're tuning in for this show, you know what you're getting at this
Yeah.
point. Like, this is what,
You know what you're
53
signed up
cents
for.
in. This isn't new to you if you've been here for the show. If you are new to tonight, welcome.
We're not creepy in
Ha.
real life.
I mean,
Think for
I don't
yourself,
think we are.
okay?
Okay. I'm just the one hanging out with you guys.
All I know is at the end of this, I just want to see. I want to see Droghar and Aero walk in to face Valron,
yes.
and like a prayer needs to be playing the Deadpool Wolverine
Yes. That
Yeah.
is iconic.
version.
right before he tears your atoms apart.
You walk in and he says power word kill.
That's
It's
I'm
like,
really counting
right
on here
after
to
he
make this
says
something.
eeny, meeny,
Meeny,
miny,
miny,
mo,
poof.
and then picks what
Well,
one
he
drops.
can't do that
I
to me
mean-
because I have over 100 HP. Unless it's under 100 HP.
Unless he smacks you first.
That's true.
You know what, Droghar? Unhealth's your health.
But thank you so much for joining us on stream tonight, everyone. This has gone off the rails so many times in so many ways. But thank you for joining. This was a
Very
fun
much.
session. Hope you all have an amazing night. Hope you all have a great rest of your week. We will be back throughout the week. Tomorrow night, Spacehawk will be back. Can't speak anymore. Playing Space Trucker tomorrow evening. You like playing Truck Simulator? You like being in space? Well, this is the game for you. Come and
They don't call me the Highway Hawk. They call me Space Hawk.
But that's right, baby.
Then Wednesday night we don't have anything on because a bunch of us are going to be recording on Wednesday night. But Thursday night, LJ the Paladin will be back with Elsie, a new game that we managed to get a review copy for that will be dropping on our video game channel. He's going to be playing it live on stream as well, so make sure you come and hang out with him. And then Friday night, Jay will be back with some more Nancy Drew mysteries. Also, as well, make sure to go and check out our YouTube channel. It's got a whole bunch of stuff that is either already dropped this week, this weekend today, or is going to be dropping as the week goes on. So please make sure to go and check them out. Links, if we can put them up in the chat, that would be awesome. And also follow us on all our socials to keep up to date on everything happening with Comics in the Cross. But for tonight, that's everything. Hope you all have a great one. Remember, it is a good week to be a geek. Take care, and we'll see you all later. Peace.
Bye.
Adios.